So we're going to Croatia. Yes, I'm so excited. We're here at Detroit Metro. We're heading off to Croatia. We finally made it to Cham, so I should be getting a drink pretty soon here. Are you excited?
Yep.
Where are we going?
Hopefully Croatia.
We're all in Croatia.
Split and bar.
All right. Cheers. Arrived in Frankfurt and we're really exhausted. I think it's like midnight our time, and what time is it here?
6 o'clock.
We're trying to find our gate. We have a few hours layover, so hopefully we'll keep ourselves entertained in the meantime.
Anfahrt Terminal 1, Bereiche B halten. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
It is so bright. Yes, I found it. I cannot wait to fall asleep on the next flight, but I just thought this was kind of cute and funny. We're here at the airport in Germany, and I found this to be really cute. So the label on this particular sugar says, as healthy as possible. Not sure where that leaves this other one over here, although it says La Dolce Vita, and the sweet life's always a good thing. Thomas got the big cup of coffee here trying to revive himself. I'm so happy our meal has arrived, and I have some kind of an omelet here with brats. It smells really good. And Thomas seems to have gotten some pretzels with more brats, and it looks delicious. Hopefully this will do the job and energize us. We're almost in Split, and it looks beautiful. Look at this view from up high. So we finally arrived in Croatia and we're at the airport. It's actually pretty small. Getting our luggage was pretty easy, and I'm just gonna kind of go around here so you guys can see. And that's pretty much it. We're officially in Split, Croatia. We just landed a little bit ago and took a bus ride to the area where we're staying. That was a close call. Anyway, so it was actually about a 40-minute ride or so, but it felt like 5 minutes. We had some really cool people that we were sitting next to on the bus. And the bus ticket was the equivalent of, I want to say, like $5. So that's actually pretty doable. I'll just pan over to the view that I have right in front of me so you guys can appreciate it too. This is Split's Museum of Fine Art, which is on the agenda for tomorrow. So we will be visiting that building because I'm a huge fan of art. We don't have any recommendations, so we're off on our own discovering some restaurants. So we can report whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down situation. Hopefully it will be a thumbs up. We're rooting for these places, especially since we're eating the food. Look at Thomas go. He's confidently leading the way. He looks like he's been here before. The current objective is to find a restaurant called Villa's Pizza, which is somewhere around here. We have no clue where we're going, so we're just playing it by ear, and it got pretty good reviews, so we're excited to try it out and let you guys know what our thoughts are. I'm hoping it's pretty good, and in the meantime, we're just exploring around the city center. As we keep walking these streets, all I think is this is just one elaborate and beautiful maze. Surprisingly, Thomas's gut instinct found us the place, and we never even got lost. We finally made it to this restaurant that Thomas was excited to try out with Dalmatian cuisine. It's actually really cute, very small, and then there's some outdoor seating, but this was kind of what they had available, and it's just kind of interesting, so I will show you guys a little bit what it looks like. Like Thomas and I are eating separately or something. But it's overall really cute. Right? What do you think about it so far?
So far, so good.
Good. I'm really excited because we just got our appetizer, which are the pashki cheeses. And they're supposed to be known all over the world. So I'm really excited to dig in. And this is what they look like.
Delicious so far.
This particular bottle of wine was kindly recommended to us by our waiter. It's a white Croatian wine called Bogdanuša, and I'm sure I butchered the name since I don't speak Croatian. It sells for about $21, and the fact that I can't pronounce it definitely doesn't mean I have any difficulty drinking it. It's very good and goes very well with our entree selection. I ordered a pork and pasta dish, and Thomas ordered a shrimp entree. We also have the pog cheese, so it also pairs well with those. And if you're wondering, the pog cheese tastes a bit like manchego. That's really the best comparison I can think of, and it's all very delicious. The menu at Villa's Pizza is actually handwritten on a daily basis, and every entree, the minute that it sells out, you can see cross it by hand. So you gotta kind of get in there quickly before it's gone. Thomas went with the shrimp tara.
It doesn't really have a name, it's just minced pork.
Okay, so that's the dish that I went with. It sounded fantastic. Another thing I like about the restaurant is that as she's cooking, she's grabbing the fresh herbs from right in front of us. This is my meal. It looks really good. Moments of truth. It's taking a long time for me to get it. That is delicious. So as Thomas keeps battling the shrimp bowl over there and has the remainder of my meal because I can't eat anymore. It was delicious. I'm so full. But as he said, they're not doing too well, but he is. But I will say this, Dalmatian food so far gets our thumbs up. Definitely our approval. I kind of broke a rule. When you're in Croatia, you're supposed to really have seafood because there's amazing seafood everywhere. However, I was just so hungry that I didn't even pay attention, and this dish that I had was recommended. There is pork, truffle, wine sauce, pasta. I didn't hear even the pork. Now that I did break the rule, I'm actually happy I did because that was pretty good. And now I can just enjoy the rest of my wine. Cheers! So there's Thomas, still going strong. I think I finished eating like 15 minutes ago, and I'm the slow eater, which is pretty amazing. But clearly he's enjoying this, and the struggle isn't so real, is it? Or if it is, you don't really mind it. So what's your favorite part of it? The sauce? The shrimp? A combination?
It's all good.
It's all good. He's just over there like sensually kissing it. Getting all the meaty goodness out. So we finished our dinner and we definitely highly recommend that restaurant. It's very good. We met some people that were sitting close to us, and now we're just gonna go and explore some more. Part of the charm of this place isn't just the beauty, but if you look at the wall here, it looks like it's a dead end, but clearly it's not, and you can go left or right. Either that or she's a magician. This is the tower of the Venetian Manor House and the only remaining Venetian tower out of 5 that were built to protect the city against the Turks. It dates back to 1435 when the city of Split was under Roman rule. We're now in Riva, or the Riviera. As you can see, the ocean's right in front of us, and this strip is where the nightlife happens. So if you're looking for some great restaurants or some hot spots with some really good drinks, this is definitely where you'll want to go. And how about that? It's a Dalmatian dog in a Dalmatian region. Could it have gotten more serendipitously perfect? is just gorgeous. This is not the most spectacular view you have seen. That doesn't include an ocean, but if you keep going further, you will see the ocean. Ah, this city is just magnificent. And I will try not to fall over the edge as I show you guys this beautiful spot. This spot at Diocletian's Palace is what I like to call a historic geometric enigma of pillars within pillars that lead to a majestic and beautiful structure. And oh, how beautiful it is. Just got some crepes, which they just call pancakes here, and a little latte to go with it. This place is called Luxor, and there's a group of guys that are just having way too much fun behind us. We were talking to them earlier. What do you think? What's your assessment here?
It's delicious.
Great. Now we're gonna put the camera down so we can get down to it. Thomas went to the market today and picked up some fruit. He ate some of it, so some of the peaches are gone. Bananas and some really good cherries. Everything's so fresh, market fresh. It's a pleasant surprise. And we're gonna head out to the Diocletian Palace today. We're in the market here in Split, and this is, I guess, the area where Thomas got the cherries and strawberries, all the fruits. But they have like herbs and all kinds of goodies. And then over to the side, so we're gonna go in that area. Today, we're visiting Diocletian's Palace and its vicinity. We're going up this area, we're a little curious. There's some music going on, so this should be a fun treat.
Prima
the top of the bell tower, and it's going to be a long way up. As you can see, these stairs are very steep, so one should wear very comfortable shoes, and it can get a little slippery at times, so just a recommendation, go slow. Down below, you can see the bells, each revealing itself as we keep ascending higher and higher. And I'm not gonna lie, these stairs are a little scary, and I'm wearing sandals, so I'm just waiting for one of them to fall off my feet. And it's costing me some apprehension, but I'm sure the view will be well worth it. We're up pretty high. The guy said it was 60 meters. After some amazing views at the top of the bell tower, we descended back to find ourselves at the Cathedral of St. Domnius, which is right off of the plaza at the Diocletian Palace. Outside, so being in this basement where it retains the cool temperature feels really nice. So we're down in the cathedral crypt. It's not a very large space, it's just this kind of domed structure. Where you could probably have a great wine cellar.
Have a great one.
A great wine cellar.
It's not the right temperature.
We're now at the Temple of Jupiter, currently known as the Baptistry of St. John. At the entrance of the Baptistry of St. John lies a Sphinx. This is one of 12 ordered to be brought from Egypt by Diocletian himself. They're believed to provide good luck. Unfortunately, many of them have been destroyed throughout the city. The Temple of Jupiter was built between 295 to 305 AD, and construction took place at the same time Diocletian's palace was built. It was turned into the Baptistry of St. John the Baptist in the 6th century AD, and it was meant to honor, according to ancient Roman history, the god of all gods, sky and thunder, which we know as Jupiter, also synonymous with the name Zeus in Greek mythology. This bronze statue of St. John the Baptist was made by Ivan Mostrovich, and it sits above two sarcophagi where two archbishops from Split are buried. Near the Temple of Jupiter is an alley which contains this little gem. The store is called Get More, and they ship worldwide. It's a cute store with handmade crafts. I purchased a few items to remind me of my visit, and I recommend at least checking it out to see what they have to offer. We're now in the substructures of Diocletian's palace, soon to see where the dragons from the show Game of Thrones were kept. I am now entering the region of the Diocletian Palace's substructures, where Daenerys Targaryen kept her dragons in Game of Thrones. As you can see, this is a massive space, and I'm just in awe of it all. The history of the city of Split is actually a very interesting one, and it dates back to the 7th century when the residents from the city of Salona, which is a 30-minute car ride from Diocletian's palace, were fleeing from a potential attack from the Slavs. They went to the palace seeking safety, where eventually by the 10th century the population had extended beyond the palace walls. By the time the Venetian-Turkish Wars occurred in the 16th and 17th century, there were many structural defense mechanisms in place to protect the city from the Turks. It should be noted that the palace's substructures and the upper portion of the palace had exactly the same layout, and over time the palace's upper portion has been unfortunately destroyed, but we can always reference what it used to look like by looking at its substructures. Here's a little history on Diocles himself, which was the original name given to the emperor known as Diocletian. His full title is labeled down below, and later on you can see in the history the full name by the time he abdicated his throne. Here's a little more on the history. So at the time of Diocletian's abdication, his name had grown even more grandiose, and it was, well, the title was fully Emperor Caesar Gaius Aurelius Valerius Diocletianus Pius Felix Invictus Augustus Pontifex Maximus Germanicus Maximus VI Sammaticus Maximus IV Persicus. That's quite the mouthful. And yet it continues on to the next page where the title reads Maximus II, Britannicus Maximus Carpicus Maximus, Armericus, Maximus Medicus Maximus, Adiabenicus Maximus Tribunicie, Potestasis the 22nd Consul, the 10th Imperator, the 21st, Pater Patria Proconsul. And after all that, he either died of old age or he may have been poisoned, which I could see with so many names. It's just too hard to keep track of. And here he is, Diocletian himself. probably started walking through here, leaving their mark permanently. And it keeps going. So the Golden Gate is the main gate. And the silver gate was dedicated to Saint Apollinaire, to saint worshipped. And in the 6th century, they transformed it into a church for protection. There are cats everywhere here. So we're back out in the city of Split. We're now walking down the pier, which is lovely. So pretty. The water's so blue.
Six islands.
So we thought we'd stop at Restaurant Central. Just walking, we don't know anything about this place, but we thought we'd check it out for a light pre-dinner snack. And we're going to go ahead and have an octopus salad, which I have not had in a while. And I love a good octopus salad. And here it is. Yes, they have it. That, a little bit of wine, and enjoy the beautiful ambience. And I am a happy camper because I get to have octopus salad. And I used to have that all the time growing up in Puerto Rico. So we found this little candy store and it looks so good. So we're gonna grab some stuff while we walk just to, I don't know. It smells so good in here. Oh my gosh, if you guys could be in here, it smells like, I don't know, like whatever sweets could smell like. Really amazing. I love this store. What are we getting? Keeps going because like a whole treasure up there. This is the kind of treasure I want to find. Yeah. So cute. Which ones are more popular? This one. Ooh, what is it?
Strawberry, watermelon, and this is something mix.
Okay. So you think the mix would be better because you get kind of both?
I just red one.
Okay. So stick to one, she said.
But now I don't eat anything because I.
Oh, well, I mean, working here would be hard to. Yeah, I would be eating, munching. Oh, look at these little tennis balls.
That's bubblegum.
That is so cute. Hon, add that to the list of what we're getting. I don't know. I feel like I'm Willy Wonka, except it's not all chocolate. I know, but it's like a tennis ball bubble gum. It's kind of cool. What is this one here?
That's marshmallow.
Ooh, add that. It sounds so exciting. Okay, let's see what we get. So Thomas is doing his selection. He grabbed some of these.
Which ones do you want?
These. She said so this one is the one you recommend? So this green one? Actually here, we'll get it. That one. Right here. There you go. Oh. It's huge. And then, I don't know, do you think we should do one of these? Oh yeah, I'll do one gumball, unless you want. So the tennis ball gumball. I'm just excited about
You
that
get
a lot.
spaghetti here.
So they're like all these kids in the store and they're so happy. And then there's me. I'm very happy.
You need marshmallow?
Yeah, let's do a marshmallow. And do you think that'd be good? I'm okay with that unless you want to do like a Sour Patch thing. I'm not that into that. It's always fun to have these. Even if we don't eat them all, like, you know, we can save them for like when we walk the next few days. What are your thoughts? You do one of these. I'm already getting full looking at them. I was so excited. There's so many beautiful colors going on here. Okay, I'm happy if you're happy. Are we getting that rainbow bright one? No. Okay. Which translates to
Thank you.
50 divided by 6 of that? Around there?
$8.
Like $8. That's not bad. So you get to have your
That's
fill of sweets.
almost €7.
That's
€7,
not. That's
$8
very good.
US. Yeah.
And this was our wonderful guide on the sweet tour. This is the recommended one. It's interesting. It tastes like bubble yum, like the pink color one. I know it's good. Here, try it. Okay, so I tried the first one. It was okay. And I'm gonna try this weird rainbow bright marshmallow one. You can't go wrong with marshmallow. And you triple color it, even better. Okay, the next one is peanuts and chocolate. I chew and eat slowly, but that one was good. It was as expected. Do you have any more for me to grab? Here, it's gonna be like a surprise bag thing. Ooh, the gumball, I just felt it. But before that, I don't know what this one's. I think this is the almond one. I love almonds, so I think this one's my favorite so far. I'm gonna have another one. What's this one?
Almond.
Another almond. White chocolate, I guess? It's so right. So we're doing this self-guided tour, and I think we might be halfway through, or not really. Close enough. Thomas keeps trying to keep me on track, but I somehow keep messing up. I get distracted with all the beauty and all the little things, and obviously the last stop was the candy stores. Anyway, so here is the tennis ball one that I was very excited about. And it's gum, so I'm guessing it's gonna taste like gum. It's killing my jaw. And as expected, it's very citrusy. So I really like that too. I recommend that one too. Ultimately, it's a really big gumball. And I was feeling like a chipmunk. I'm just trying to get it down to the chewable size. but I did it. So that candy store, as anyone would suspect, unless they're cavity prone, I give it a thumbs up. This is the Golden Gate, also known as the North Gate, which is the main entrance to the palace. Standing at a grand 28 feet tall before me is the statue of Gregory of Nîmes, who was a bishop during medieval times, who strongly opposed the Pope. The bishop is remembered for many contributions, one of which was introducing church services to the community in Croatian, which led to a better following as services had been previously held in Latin. The statue was created by Van Mestrovic. Rubbing his toe for good luck. This piece of stone was found in the substructures of Diocletian's palace. It was part of Diocletian's dining table, and it's made of pavonazeta marble, which is a variety of Carrara marble characterized by its rare purplish and dark red veins. Its origin is from Asia Minor, and it was used by ancient Romans.
Probably as a result of Diocletian's fascination with Egyptian heritage and its symbolism. To this day, only 12 sphinxes are recovered, and the opinion is that there were many more of them in the palace. The sphinx from the peristyle is the best preserved. It is the only one that has a head and body, although it suffered numerous damage over the centuries. This sphinx in the Split City Museum is made of grey-black granite, and it is considered to be a quality work of Egyptian art of the Pharaohs period.
So interestingly, every time you find a sphinx at the Diocletian palace or where it's being featured somewhere in a museum, they're missing the head. And we just read that apparently they were, if you look right here in the second sentence, they tended to be ritually smashed basically in the face. So that explains that. Kind of sad. We're missing that part of the history. So this was Diocletian's territory, which covered quite a bit. No wonder he thought he was a descendant of Jupiter. So when you're here just at the right time, you get to hear the bells.
So we are at Portofino is the name of this restaurant. It looks like it's going to be fabulous, so we're hoping that it's going to be. And I ordered the seared tuna. And Thomas got some kind of a chicken dish with some kind of cream sauce or something. How was yours?
Good.
Okay. So we shall see. Okay, so let's try this out and see what happens. Wow. When they say that Croatians can really do seafood, it's so good. It is. I've had tuna a million times, and it has this like beautiful smokiness to it. There's just, I don't know what's going on in here, but I thought it would just be like a simple tuna, you know. It's really good. That's all I have to say. So definitely Portofino, I recommend. And we're having really good wine, Croatian wine. I don't remember the name, so I'll have to ask him, but definitely Portofino is a place I would recommend. And it's right by the square. If you turn on one of like the alleys, you see Luxor where you can get the crepes. It's right by there. Okay, I'm about to eat now. Recommended this place called Olive Tree, and it's pretty cool, actually, pretty happening place, and it's right on the water. And apparently the guy who mixes the drinks, I don't know if it's the owner or the bartender, is actually known for making amazing drinks, I think even outside of it, if I heard correctly, or he won a competition or something. And he actually makes this drink called Kaparushka raspberry, and it's supposed to be phenomenal, and that's what I ordered. So I'm gonna show you guys here in the menu. And there it is, the Kaparushka raspberry. So this drink is actually definitely all that and then some that was described. It has almost like obviously has like a raspberry flavor, and it has like some citrus, like lime, enough of it where you can really get a good taste of it. Let me try some more just so I can describe it a little better. I don't know, it's like the perfect blend. If you like, for example, a mojito, it's kind of like a really good mojito that's raspberry but better and not as sweet. It's just the right balance and acidity and fruitiness.
We have now arrived at the Museum of Fine Art. This painting is pretty amazing. The way the coat the subject is wearing looks like actual cloth or wool, or the way it comes across in person as you're staring at it. I'm not sure if this is being depicted through the lens of my camera, but it just looks very realistic in terms of clothing material. You wouldn't think it was paint. You can almost see the coat coming out at you in 3D, made out of its true material. That goes for the pashmina or sweater the lady sitting on the chair is wearing. Very impressive. And it's a large-scale work, so it's even more impressive. Here's the same idea. Wow. The attention to detail to make it look like that. The artist's name is Vlado Jakelic. We're here at this place called Picanteria. We just discovered it on our way to the bus stop to Solona. And it's a pretty cool spot with friendly people where you can have a snack, a sandwich, or, as we're doing, have a drink. What do you think?
It's a nice little place.
I like it.
So here we are with Yuri, which I'm probably still saying it wrong. And he is the owner of this really lovely spot that we just kind of discovered, and it's pretty new. When did you guys open?
Monday.
Just on Monday,
Yeah.
so fresh out of the, you know.
Yeah, on the
street.
Monday was like festival of the protector of the town. So it was a big,
Yeah.
big
Okay.
festival over here.
So then you guys, I kind of like, you know, went through some of the things that you guys sell, but
Yeah, we sell everything. We sell prosciutto, we sell bacon, we sell every possibly meat you can get from the pig. And a lot of cheese. Yeah, we have a lot of. We have a cow cheese. We have sheep cheese. We have goat cheese. So and everything we are putting in the sandwiches with the spreads that we are making.
and I did
Here.
sample quite a few of them, and I will attest to the fact that they are pretty amazing, very tasty.
So if you don't have nothing to do, come here, eat a sandwich, drink a beer,
Absolutely.
drink a wine.
Absolutely, I highly recommend. So now, are you guys open late at night too? Like, do people
We are
come
open
here?
until midnight.
Okay, yeah, because they sell wine and beer, and here we are having enjoying some of the beer.
And
which,
very soon we are getting the tables outside.
oh, that'll
Yeah.
be perfect. You
Yeah.
guys, you have plenty of room out there too. To
Yeah,
do
we
that,
have a
so.
lot of room. Yeah, so it's very good in the evening to come here, sit. We have like a cold platters
Uh-huh.
with meat and with the cheese.
Okay.
You can get. We also have a bottle of wine. So if you want to sit, drink wine,
Are these Croatian wines mostly?
yeah,
Okay,
from
great.
the island called Pelješac.
Okay.
Yeah, it's near the Croatia.
And then what's the name of the street? And then I want you to properly pronounce the name of the place because
You
I
want
probably
English or Croatian?
both actually.
On Croatian is Ulica Kralja Tomislava 3. On English is the street of King Tomislav 3.
Perfect. And then the name of the
Do you see the similarity with the number 3 on Croatian and 3 on English? We say 3
oh
on
okay.
Croatian and 3 is on English. So.
It's pretty similar,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm noticing random similarities with a lot of different languages though, with some of the
Yeah.
Italian words too.
We
And
have the Italian words are like not in Croatian language, it's in dialects.
Mhm.
You have a lot of places in Croatia who have like their talk, their language.
Yeah.
Here in Split you have a dialect that people on the north don't understand. So.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. When I was in Italy, it was kind of the same idea that people in Naples didn't necessarily understand
Yeah.
people in Rome. And I was hearing some stories of some guy who visited. I was on a train and a guy was talking about how he visited his grandmother, but they both spoke Italian, but they didn't speak the same Italian, so they didn't know what each other was saying. So it's kind of a funny story, I guess.
A lot of Italian words you can hear in split dialect because the Italians was here in Dalmatia, in the south, not in the north.
Okay.
The north is more like German, Austrian influence.
Yeah.
So if you, I don't know, you didn't go to the Zagreb or...
No, just split so far.
Just split. You came here directly on the airport.
Exactly. Took a bus straight to here and started discovering places. We had no idea where we were going, and so far we've been pleasantly surprised. Everything is
Because
great.
people here are like to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
So wherever I go, I'm spontaneous.
Yeah. That's how we've been. I mean, we just, you know, as we go, we're discovering along the way, kind of like we are right now here.
Now in the June, I'm going with the car through 11 countries.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, me and my friend. We are going to the World Cup in football. You say soccer. In Russia.
Okay.
There is a World Cup.
Which countries?
We are going through Hungary, Slovakia, Poland, Russia, Litva. Is it said on English? Litva? I don't know. It's the country Litva.
Latvia, yeah.
Latvia. Belarus, I don't know how to say it. Belarus, yeah. Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I forget to tell you the 11th is the Czech Republic.
I feel like we need to get on board on his car ride. What do you think? When are you going in?
I'm starting at 12th of June.
How big is the
Okay.
car?
Yeah. So he's planning on coming along. How big is the car? Do we fit?
5 people, you can fit 5 people.
Oh, it's funny. There you have it, guys. This is an awesome spot, great host, good food, open late, so I highly recommend.
Come and enjoy.
Now I'm jealous. I gotta get a bite of that now. So I just tried the sandwich, the surprise sandwich, and it's pretty phenomenal. So I definitely think you should at least let him get creative and do his thing because you will be pleasantly surprised. We're glad we came in, and there's actually a sign right here. It says, "Get in, yes, you are hungry." And the verdict is that yes, we did not think we were hungry, so despite that, apparently we were, and we're happily satisfied. That's refreshing. Cheers.
Join us on the next episode of Croatia, Dalmatian Region Part 2, as we explore the ruins of Salona and learn more about the city of Split. Make sure to check the description box to see when it will be available. And if you enjoyed watching, make sure to subscribe for future content or check out my podcast titled Shirley Says. Thank you for watching.